Then I took a smidge and applied it down there.
American Riviera Orchard. Ha! 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 Hello. I'm H.G. Tudor. American Riviera Orchard, or as I like to call it, American Riviera Orchard Retirement Homes. It's launched in March. Here we are at the end of August. Is it doing anything? No. It's not selling anything. It's not engaging with those who might have an interest in purchasing something from its site. It's not producing any content. What we've had so far was a shitty video of this one's wife looking like she was auditioning from a gothic horror, then standing around in a kitchen. You can sign up if you want, in expectation of receiving sweet fuck all. But beyond that, bugger all has happened. Yes, there was some activity with the jam scam and some dog biscuits, which just caused major hilarity and just shows what a cack-handed dickhead she really can be when it comes to believing that she's a businesswoman. But what's this on the horizon? It is this sudden arrival of the brand. Could it be that the brand has suddenly come to life? Let it live, Igor! And the lever has been pulled and the electricity has flowed into the once lifeless body of the beige biscuit that is ARO. For Us Weekly via Ryan Hudgens tells us, this one's wife is not hitting any speed bumps while preparing to launch her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard. After a report suggested that the Duchess of Sussex, 43, is struggling to find a CEO for her brand, Us Weekly understands that those claims are untrue. Well, isn't that a relief, valuable viewers? I'm sure, as you're concerned about what the future may bring for you in terms of continuing war between Russia and Ukraine, the forthcoming presidential election, concerns about new taxes imposed by the Labour government in the United Kingdom, and other issues that affect you on a day-to-day basis in the part of the world that you live in, I'm sure you'll rest a little easier tonight, knowing that apparently it's untrue that this one's wife is struggling to find a CEO for her brand. Do you know why she isn't struggling? Is it that one of the world's best CEOs has walked in and said, "Hold everything, I'm going to sort this shit show out. You sit yourself down while I turn this into a multi-billion-dollar winner"? Could it be that someone from a Fortune 500 company that has a handful of MBAs from reputable universities has come along and decided, you know what, you need a bit of helping hand here. You've got a brilliant image, you've got fantastic products, but you really need that certain something to make it all gel, and I'm that person. Well, no, it's neither of those things, and in actual fact, the reason that they're not struggling for a CEO is quite simply this. This one's wife is the current CEO of ARO. There we have it. Once again, the grandiosity of the narcissist who believes that everything should be done by her, or rather, all the important stuff, like what colour beige should be used and which form of shitty cursive handwriting should be utilised on jam jars, all flows from her. Yes, the business will be saved because the CEO is this one's wife. Leaving apart from the issue that she has no real business acumen, and the fact that she's never run a lifestyle brand before of any size and magnitude, the TIG was a plaything. Let's not get overly excited about that. This is demonstrative of the self-absorbed nature of this particular narcissist, believing that she has the minerals, that she has the ability to be the CEO, when in actual fact there is nothing about her that suggests that that ought to be the case. Now, a sensible individual might make themselves CEO because it's her baby and surround herself with entirely competent individuals. Certain narcissists would do that, and they would feed off other people's ideas and basically steal them for themselves and make it look like they were the one that came up with it. At the end of the day, the other executives probably wouldn't give a rat's ass so long as they're being well remunerated. But for this one's wife, she doesn't like receiving other people's advice, because when it comes to matters of finance, fashion, the zeitgeist, having her finger on the pulse, understanding young people, knowing what the world wants, brand management, property, industry, transport, investing, you name it, she knows better than anybody else. That is a fundamental flaw of her narcissism. On the one hand, the fact that it tells her that she's brilliant propels her to push herself forward, which means it's more likely that she's going to be able to attain the prime aims. That's why so many narcissists are so pushy and out for themselves, because their narcissism tells them that that's the appropriate thing for them to do. Not to be pushy, but to lead, to be at the forefront, to ask, "Shy bairns get nout," as the Geordies would say. But the problem is, that approach is very good for a certain period of time amongst a certain group of people, but then they soon see through it. Alternatively, if you can do it and move on to another group and another group and another group, you can keep it going, although it does become a drain on the resources because you have to keep moving group to group to group to group. Far better if you actually had something to back it up with, and certain narcissists do. But certain narcissists does not include this one's wife. She doesn't have the talent or the charisma or the business acumen to support it. And therefore, the pushiness that comes with her narcissism, her self-absorption, isn't supported by anything that of substance. Furthermore, because her narcissism tells her that she's the best and she knows everything, she discounts what anybody else has to say, which naturally is problematic. Oz learned that rumours of 18 staff members quitting ARO is also false. In fact, no one this one's wife has hired left the company, and I suspect nobody actually works for it. Sources revealed in Oz's latest cover story that this one's wife's ARO will likely launch around the same time as her Netflix series. It's already launched, but nothing happened with it. You mean the relaunch? The show, which an insider revealed is going to be her take on the joy of living, no, it's going to be a take on her and the joy of living, surely they're mutually exclusive, is reportedly being released early next year. While there are rumours of a cameo from her husband Prince Harry, more ball juggling through the kitchen window then. The source teased that fans can recognise some recognisable names. ARO will likely be very much in line with who this one's wife is as a person. Oh, meaningless, vacuous, banal and beige? A separate insider told us. She loves hosting events, and she's very thoughtful about how she treats her guests when they come over. This one's wife announced her endeavour with ARO in March with an accompanying website and Instagram account. Yes, we know. The first ARO product debuted was a strawberry jam, which is decorated with the brand's official label. The flavour on the label is handwritten by this one's wife herself. Wow, so talented. Who utilised her calligraphy skills. They aren't calligraphy skills, it's handwriting. Several of this one's wife's famous friends, including Kris Jenner, Chrissy Teigen, Taken Tiger and Mindy Kaling, make of them what you will, got a sneak preview of a jam in April. Yada Yada Yada, Abigail Spencer, Wank Wank Wank, Ignacio Nacho Figueres, Toss Toss Toss. And there you have it. Another PR puff piece which tells us all is well at the good ship ARO. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. People aren't quitting. There isn't a CEO problem. She is the CEO. Announcements like that just demonstrate how clueless she is, wrapped up in her narcissism and able to see that she is the problem, and further demonstrates this. Quite simply, ARO is a lifestyle brand that's there to be laughed at. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.